Look at all these beautiful, amazing, shiny new cars. The problem is a lot of people get distracted with the latest technology buried under the hood, performance numbers on paper, and as well the manufacturers and their marketing that make these vehicles sound 10 times better than the reality shows. But let's peel back those layers and try to understand what the key, most important factor to owning a new vehicle is. It's the engine. I'm going to share a list of 5 amazing vehicles that will last forever because those engines under that hood are just that reliable. Let's get into it now. Life's too short to drive boring cars. The first car that will literally last forever because its engine is so reliable and bulletproof is this beautiful little car right behind us here. Well, it's not quite little, it's quite large. Right here we have this gorgeous Lexus. We have the big mouth grille. We all know that some love it, some don't. But if you want a vehicle to last forever, this is your car. Of course, you've got amazing headlights there. I love that design. Beautiful chrome accent and detail along the front of this car. Just makes it look stout and very, very sharp. Very sporty, athletic, as well as quite luxurious. Beautiful wheels there, amazing. Beautiful LC500 style fold-away mirrors. You've got chrome detail around the windows. Oversized glass panel on the roof there to allow sun and light inside for all the happy little passengers. Here on the front you have these beautiful little crease lines, give it a little extra pizzazz. What's the interior like? Well, Lexus has some of the nicest, highest quality leather interiors that you can possibly dream for. Comfortable and chocked with every amenity you can possibly want. Here on the side we have this wonderful dovetail type of rear trunk lid there. Love these detail on these tail lights, definitely Toyota-esque. Gorgeous little exhaust tips right down there. Look inside, sort of fake, but that's okay. It's a great looking car all the way around. Front to back, back to front. You can't go wrong with this type of vehicle. It's not a real shocker. Any products by Lexus and Toyota now are clearly not a big risk in terms of overall reliability. They always trade punches for 1 and 2 slot because of their overall dependability and of course the attention to detail. They take a pride in the construction and craftsmanship and correct problems in the now before it gets to be too big of an issue. The other reality is Toyota and Lexus stick with what they know and they don't make drastic changes. They're not about the most innovation, but they are in fact about reliability, durability, and don't fix what's not broken. Because it's the engine under here as the ES350 that's the key to this ingredient. What we're talking about here is a naturally aspirated 3.5 liter V6 plugged in the front end there. It's 24 valves, VVTi. It also uses something that's very, very important. One of the key factors for reliability on this car and longevity is the fact that it swaps also between direct injection and port fuel injection, and it toggles accordingly. Because one of the key issues with a lot of direct injected engines is they carbon up. You get too much carbon in the intake valves, and they start losing the breathing and the power. And of course, this does not happen because with port injection, it puts the fuel behind the valves and constantly cleans those intake valves. It's about efficiency, longevity, and that's what they do best. This engine's featured about 300 horsepower, which is great. It's more than enough to scoot this car down the road, and it's coupled up to an 8-speed direct shift automatic transmission. Definitely great. Stay away from the CVTs on the lower levels of the ES models, but this engine is more specifically known as the 2GR FKS. And it's the V6 making 302 horsepower, as I mentioned. So you definitely can't go wrong with this little workhorse. The second car that will literally last forever because of the engine that's been engineered and stuffed under the hood of that car. Right here you have great, cute little headlights, simple but effective. Of course, down here you have little fog lights and some nice little detail on the front bumper. A very cool front hood, very small, almost like a smaller version of the older Dodge Vipers. Nice little markers on the sides and a soft little rocker panel down the side there. Plastic, made to keep the rocks off. They're great wheels. And of course, you've got this great little flapper here. Regulation states you need that so you don't send rocks off of there. Beautiful little LED tail lights. And this is the MX-5, and it's a Skyactiv G. But clearly Mazda's recipe for success with these cars is less is more. Simplicity wins the game with these particular cars, and they've been around a long time, since the late 80s. Some of these come in a soft top, and you can see this other generation. We've got this great little flying buttresses here. Beautiful little breakaway hard top roof. Nice little high gloss piano gloss finishing, and soft touch handles you can get in with the touch of your thumb. What about inside? Very simple, Spartan, frugal, but yet effective. You'll notice this one here is a 6-speed Skyactiv G automatic transmission, but the preferred choice would be the 6-speed manual. Either way, you can roll your gears, stuff it in gear, and away you go in this particular generation. Great cars. And Mazda's thrived on the simplicity of these cars. They've garnered such a reputation for reliability that they're literally unbeatable. You want a fun car that's agile, reliable, this is literally your best bet. But what kind of engine is under the hood that makes this car so good? 2-liter engine that you see under the hood here. This is a great choice. Super reliable. This is the ND generation, in other words, the current generation of the Mazda Miata, or MX-5 if you will, and it's just a wonderful thing. And what's so special about that little engine? First of all, it's called the PE-VPS. That's the generation of this engine that we're talking about here. It's actually naturally aspirated, which is a key reason why a lot of engines are failing, because of turbocharging, forced induction, extra heat, extra pressure. This one keeps it simple. It actually creates about 181 horsepower with some tweaking and tuning to fuel injection pressure. Previous generation was about 155 horsepower. Either way, you can't go wrong. Great performance, lightweight, fun, frugal, and ultra reliable. This car and engine are literally guaranteed to run forever. And the third most reliable car and engine goes and belongs to this beautiful car. It's an Acura. It's called the MDX, which essentially is the big brother to the Honda series of vehicles. Now, yeah, Honda and Acura have had some real misses. Several years ago, they had problems with transmissions and certain generations with oil burning. But the latest and greatest is tried and true, and it's truly Honda reliability. Let's look at this vehicle in a little more detail. Beautiful exhaust tips. You'll notice there's a little carbon spewing out of there. Beautiful chrome along the back. Some nice detailing and accents. Oversized taillights, big and bulbous in your face. More chrome detail, absolutely gorgeous. Small brake calipers in there though, unfortunately. And you've got this nice chrome detail along the rocker panel. Gives it a little extra flair and pizzazz. Look at these headlights. Wow. Very detailed, very intricate. Big grille by Acura, absolutely amazing. When this car's bearing down on you, it definitely has that presence. And of course, look at the hood. Some nice detail there too. No lines on this vehicle are boring. It's a great looking vehicle. Beautiful mirrors, of course, LED strip on there. You've got a small sunroof on top. It's not the largest, but it works. Love these handles. Some unique, very majestic looking 17th century stuff. Of course, they're one touch and you're in. Absolutely beautiful vehicles. Acura is really stepping up their game. Not sure they're quite there with Lexus, but they're definitely a very beautiful place to sit, and high quality materials abound. It's not very often that Hondas and Acuras have vehicles that have a miss. Now, of course, as I mentioned, there's a couple of engines you can get with this. You can get a twin turbo 3-liter V6 engine, which I would, at this point, suggest staying away from. It's a little newer, performs better, but the unfortunate part is turbos and of course longevity don't usually mix very, very well. The engine that we're talking about here is the J35 V5 VCM. And this engine now has been around since about 2014, so it's more or less proved itself out beyond warranty time frame, and a lot of people are really enjoying the fruits of those engines. Very reliable. They literally run forever. They're naturally aspirated, so there's no superchargers, there's no turbochargers, just good old free breathing under that hood. They do produce 290 horsepower and about 267 pound-feet of torque. And they are direct injected, so eventually there may be a bit of an issue with some carbon fouling. However, at the end of the day, they're very well built, not overly stressed with that 290 horsepower and 11.5:1 compression ratio. They're guaranteed to run for a long time. Put premium fuel in there and you're good. Do your oil services. That car will literally outlast you and I. Right here is the next vehicle, number 4, and it's not a surprise. We're talking about a Toyota, and Toyota has some of the longest lasting vehicles on the planet today. And while it's not exactly a hot rod, it is utilitarian, and I must say, 20 years older generations of this I still see flopping around on the road. Yeah, they've got some rust, but they just keep on going because the heart of the beast, what under the hood, is typically what keeps these going forever. Let's take a look at this in closer detail, and then we'll talk to you about which engine specifically is the winner here that will run forever. Beautiful, beefy like headlights. You've got this nice little plateau there, great looking vehicle. Obviously sharp extra pieces there to basically sustain your drives through the bush. Beautiful step bars for the smaller people in your life. Look at this little mirror, not so basic anymore, is it? But a very sturdy handle that's meant for strong duty. More great tail lights on here. Yes, you can tow a weight with this too. And of course, a very vertical back, which allows you to maximize your storage capacity in there, which is great. Huge roof racks to get rid of that Hotel 6 mattress that you wanted to get rid of. And inside, everything's built for sturdy application. Very simple, very Spartan. You can almost hose this out with a garden hose and you're good to go. I mean, they do have a beautiful look to them. They almost look like they're crying here. That's the only thing with this generation that almost looks like a tear. Every time I see these drive by, I think, oh, I just want to cry. The reality is there's no crying owning these because they do run forever. Yeah, and they look great too. They're stylish, beautiful alloy wheels there, and just a very stout, sturdy, high ride height. Of course, these are built to last, and not just because the engine, but because this is truly a body-on-frame design. None of that unibody nonsense here, and that's right, these are literally built like a truck, and they will go forever. But it's that engine. What is it? Well, it's a V6 engine. It makes about 270 horsepower, and also about 278 pound-feet of torque. Notice the torque is higher than the horsepower. In other words, this vehicle is meant to crawl off roads. It's a workhorse, it's not a race engine. Yes, it has the dual VVTi, that's their variable valve timing system in there. Gives them maximum efficiency down low and maximum breathing up top in the upper rev range. This particular engine has a taper squish combustion chamber design with matching pistons to improve anti-knocking capability. They are really designed to last the test of time. They're rugged. You can also get that mated up to a 6-speed automatic transmission. It's just great. So what is this engine in fact called? Well, this 4-liter engine is called the 1GR FE V6. It's from the massive family of Toyota engines of similar capacity and similar design that are known for overall reliability, durability. Again, you can be rest assured Toyota products are built for longevity, and this one certainly does not disappoint. With the higher torque output, lower horsepower means it's under-stressed, under-strained. It's naturally aspirated, so it's not working very hard, and there's not excess heat under the hood. Do your simple maintenance. Take care of this vehicle. It will literally last 300, 400, 500,000 miles at the drop of a hat. Well, number 5 is by a vehicle has actually garnered as much reputation lately for reliability as anything from Lexus and Toyota. And actually what we're talking about here is this Mazda, and we'll talk about that engine specifically, but let's take a look. Firstly, this paint is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, that's a new design paint that's actually called. That's a Soul Red crystal paint that they have that's matted on there now. Absolutely gorgeous look. What we have here is an amazing new SUV by Mazda. Look at these beautiful headlights. Very prominent, very sharp, and fun looking. It looks like it's looking at you and it's all angry. And there's the angry mouth down there as well. Beautiful chrome, gorgeous wheels. Of course, big enough brakes to haul this thing down from a significant speed. We have nice little accents around the wheel wells, great little rocker panels, and this paint is absolutely gorgeous. Of course, there you have the nice little overhang on the back. Beautiful car all the way around. And around the back, of course, more detail and accent there. You've got one pipe as well as 2 pipes there. And I love that taillight assembly, almost copying Lexus. And then on top, we even have a sunroof. So just because it's a small, frugal SUV doesn't mean that you have to do without some of the luxury amenities. This car basically looks sharp from every angle. It's a great looking interior, moderate grade of leather or leatherette, if you will. But you can actually get a few vehicles, a 2-liter Skyactiv G. You're gonna get the 2.5-liter in a couple of different configurations. The engine that I would recommend, PY VPTS Inline 4 Turbo. And that's basically what we have here. As you can see right here, Skyactiv G Turbo, that's a 2.5-liter, and it's a great engine in the CX-5 Signature all-wheel drive version. The great thing with this, you can get in certain markets a 6-speed manual transmission, but more prominently a 6-speed automatic. Made it up to this vehicle. There is cylinder deactivation, but Mazda has it down to more of an art than you would say arguably with GM, where their cylinder deactivation systems kill the engines. These Mazdas have literally come up the rear and nobody saw them coming, but their reliability is literally second to almost only Lexus and Toyota. So these engines are built to last. Even though they're turbocharged, they're still very, very well made. Other great detail, this car produces as much as 250 horsepower and can still rack up about 24 miles per gallon combined fuel economy. It's a great vehicle. It's easy to live with and relatively reliable, and that engine will run forever. And with all of that said, you're going to want to check out that video because transmissions are the second largest expense typically in maintaining a vehicle, and without a good one, that vehicle will also be ready for the dumpster. Hope to see each and every one of you on the next one. We'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.